What's up, everyone? My name is Liquid Shenron, and today I'm going to be talking about Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. This is a new fighting game that is currently in development by Arc System Works, and I was fortunate enough to receive a beta invite about 2 hours before it started. And that's pretty much why we're making this video, just because of how much we enjoyed it, and we wanted to kind of share our thoughts and first impressions. So first and foremost, how was the game? It was amazing. It is so fun to play. I am a huge fan of Arc System Works games like Dragon Ball Fighters, Guilty Gear Strive, Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, and it feels like they took a lot of elements from those games and kind of sprinkled it all together to make something really unique. This is a 4 versus 4 tag fighter technically, even though you only start with your first two characters, you do get your two additional characters throughout the game as rounds progress, either when you lose a round or if you knock the opposing fighter into a stage transition, which is pretty cool. So I think the game is really fun and is going to have a high ceiling as far as, veteran fighting game players and just figuring out lots of different crazy combos and tech. But I do also think it's actually very beginner friendly for newcomers. It does have the auto combos, which is pretty neat because even though some people may not be a huge fan of it, I do like the auto combo factor because I've got a little girl, and sometimes if she just wants to play games with her dad and mash a few buttons, it's cool to just be like, yo, hit triangle as much as you can. You're gonna do a cool combo and a super sick super finisher at the end, and that's pretty enjoyable just for someone who wants to kind of jump in and mash. But other than that, the gameplay is super fun, and I'm super excited to kind of see what future characters we're going to get, and just the future of this game in general. I personally have been playing with Doctor Doom. That's one of my favorite Marvel characters in general, and he's super fun to play with. He's definitely a lot different than his Marvel vs. Capcom counterpart, but I think that's a good thing. I like to see, a new take on the character, especially with the, like new anime Japanese style aesthetic. Having a new moveset is something that's very welcoming, and they actually kind of do have a small nod to certain characters' old move sets. Like for example, Doctor Doom, if you jump in the air and do his heavy, beam attack, it's very reminiscent of his proton shot from Marvel vs. Capcom. So that's pretty cool. And there's other characters too, like Captain America has his shield throw, Iron Man has his unibeam. But I really enjoyed Doom because he has that Aegis Reflector move that he can throw out and just kind of cancel out other people's projectiles. So it's a definitely fun game to play. He's not the same as before, but like I said, that's I'm okay with that. You can still kind of get in there when you want to. He has this super cool teleport dash that's awesome to cross people up with. So I was definitely having a lot of fun just messing around with that character, and looking forward to seeing some of the other characters too. But definitely Doom all day. Doom reigns supreme. Besides that, I think that the game was super exciting to play, and there's not too many things I would really want to give too many critiques on because it's so early. Um, playing Dragon Ball Fighters for over 1,000 hours, I'm definitely used to the auto combos and kind of the side switching and the auto tracking. So I guess I'm just used to it, so it's not too much of a complaint for me. I would say it would be interesting to see, if there's going to be any sort of extra reasons or incentive why you would want to tag and not tag, because technically you can just play with your first character. You don't have to use all four if you don't want to, but I do think it's interesting because you may have certain matchups where you're going to want to be able to use more than one character, so that'll be interesting going forward. But overall, my thoughts are super positive about the game. I really hope that more people can get their hands on it and they'll do some kind of open beta soon. But I'll definitely be posting more videos about this game and other fighting games in general. But thank you for checking out the channel and the video, and until our paths cross again, peace.